Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the backseat of my car. Today, I just wanted to talk to you guys about my top 5 favorite tips for losing weight when I'm trying to get fit for summer. And these are very easy changes that you can make that will help you to lose weight quicker without even feeling like you're trying that hard. If you like this kind of content, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you like the video while you're watching, you can give it a little thumbs up down below. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the very first tip is my favorite because it doesn't require any sort of restriction whatsoever, but it's just to add a serving of vegetables or two to every single meal that you eat. This sounds a little bit counterintuitive, right? It's like, how am I gonna lose weight if I'm adding more food to my meals? But the thing is, vegetables are very low calorie, but high density, so you can eat a ton of them without making a sacrifice in terms of calories. And because of this, they can help you to feel a lot more full and a lot more satisfied with your meals, as opposed to having something that's, a lot less volume but higher calories. So let's say that you want to eat spaghetti for dinner tonight and you usually have it with a side of garlic bread. That's totally fine. You can still have your garlic bread, but add in a serving of broccoli with Parmesan on top on the side, for example. Make it good. Add a little bit of oil, a little bit of butter. Just be cautious about how much you're putting on. Add seasonings, like I said, some Parmesan cheese or any sort of toppings that makes the vegetables actually enjoyable for you to eat. And make sure that you eat that entire serving of veggies before you eat everything else on your plate. The beautiful thing is since you added in those veggies, you're gonna feel a lot fuller a lot quicker, and therefore be less likely to eat the other things on your plate that might be a little bit higher calorie and less volume. Number 2 is stop drinking your calories, guys. This is going to help you immensely. The calories that you consume in drinks add up so quickly, and the thing that sucks about them too is most of them don't make you feel full in any way. They're just delicious. And no, I'm not saying that you're gonna need to cut out every single drink, but if you take it from having a really sugary iced coffee twice a day, a couple glasses of wine at night, if you cut that back to having your coffees a couple times a week and your wine a couple times a week, that's going to cut your calories immensely in and of itself, and you're not having to totally deprive yourself of your favorite things. You're just having them in a little bit more moderation. And number 3 is move as much as possible. And I'm not talking about just regular exercise. Yes, exercise will absolutely help you to get your calories in, and I highly recommend working out in some form of fashion and find something that you actually enjoy doing. That's going to help you burn calories. But beyond that, incorporating more movement into your daily activities can add up immensely. So for example, rather than taking the elevator, take the stairs. If you have time during breaks at work, take a walk. Take a very leisurely walk. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. If you have a destination that's close by that you need to get to, walk or ride a bike rather than taking your car. Something that I actually try to do is just clean my apartment more often. All of these different activities probably aren't going to burn like a crap ton of calories, but if you try to get creative throughout your day and find different ways to add different movement into every activity you do, it's really going to add up the amount of calories that you're burning. Another thing that I like to try to do is if I plan on hanging out with friends or going out and doing something fun, I try to find activities that are inherently active, so that way I can both get a source of entertainment while actually burning some calories. It's more so just extra stuff that ensures that you're burning as many calories as you can, so that way you can eat more food and still be able to lose weight. Y'all, I know I look a little sweaty right now. I swear to God, it's my sunscreen. Like, I didn't mean to look this glowy for you guys, but I'm kind of digging it. Number 4 is find low-calorie alternative options to your favorite foods and make them at home. I actually did a video on this. I'll put a little link up here somewhere. I don't know where YouTube puts it, but in this video I talk about my favorite alternatives to some of my favorite foods that are either lower calorie or higher protein. This is something that is going to be very personal to every single individual person. Some things that I consider good low-calorie alternatives for certain foods aren't going to work as well for you, perhaps. But so you just gotta get a little bit creative with it and think about like what low-calorie options are out there that actually very similarly satisfy your cravings and your hunger, as well as some of your favorite foods. So for example, one thing I talk about in that video is using yogurt-based dressings rather than full-fat dressings, or rather than eating deep-fried French fries from McDonald's, for example, chopping up some fresh potatoes at home, or even getting frozen fries from home, cooking them in my air fryer. You can eat so many more fries for such fewer calories than if you were to go get it from a fast food restaurant. And it's still really delicious. And related to that, like I said, make sure you're making your foods at home as much as you possibly can, because when restaurants post their calories online, if they do at all, those calories can vary considerably. Those are just just estimations. You don't know who's cooking that day. Different cooks can have different ways that they create the recipes. So you're just a lot less in control when it comes to calories coming from takeout food or restaurant food or anything like that. So it's a lot better to try to cook as much as you can at home because you're a lot more in control and it's a lot easier to be very precise in your calorie counting versus if you were to go out to eat. And lastly, number 5 is do not over restrict yourself. There's several different bad things that can happen, but just to name a couple, one of the biggest things that happens when you restrict yourself too much and you eat too few calories, not only are you not getting all the nutrients that you need, but you're also more likely to binge later on. So for example, if I'm only eating 1,000 calories every single day for an entire week, I'm gonna be freaking hungry at the end of that week and I'm gonna be craving so many different foods. Yes, I was able to successfully restrict myself for, several days, but eventually I'm gonna give in to those freaking cravings and I'm probably going to consume like 5,000 or 6,000 calories in one day because I had restricted myself so much. Whereas if I just ate a moderate amount of calories, let's say 1,400 calories every day, I wouldn't feel deprived and thus I probably won't end up binging at the end of all of that. Additionally, you can really screw up your metabolism if you're eating too few calories. I'm not very good at explaining this type of science, but if you eat too few calories, sometimes your body will go into shock because you're not eating enough food, and so it will slow down your metabolism so that way you're burning less calories in order to conserve the energy that it needs since your body's being deprived. So essentially, if you're eating too few calories, you can actually end up burning less calories and thus not lose any weight at all. Don't do that to yourself. Just don't do it. There's too many bad things that goes along with it. I promise you, you will be happier, you will see better results, and you'll see more long-term results if you don't over restrict yourself. So yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it. If you have any other ideas for quick and easy adjustments you can make in order to lose weight, go ahead and leave them down below. I'd love to talk to you guys, and I hope you're having a good week. I'm having a fantastic week. I hope you are too, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye!